We need this to look professional.
Ugh.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
This will age well.
New year, same huh? Well, it's 2021 finally, and... feels the same as it usually does, doesn't it? It's almost as if the universe really doesn't care about what year it is. All that really matters is... suffering. But enough of the suffering! Hey, did you guys know that Son of Bigfoot actually has a sequel? Yeah, neither did I! Back in 2018, I reviewed an environmental movie called Son of Bigfoot. It was actually kind of a popular movie, for reasons I can only speculate. So while a lot of people actually liked the movie, I didn't like the movie. I thought it was a very bland and honestly kind of stupid movie. The character motivations were just all over the place, the villain's actions didn't make any logical sense, the plot felt very contrived and forced, and it just felt like the movie cared more about its message rather than having a good story, which didn't help when the message was more ham-fisted than a slaughterhouse. So, obviously, I was very excited to see the sequel. The first one made a decent amount of money, and if Norm of the North has taught me anything, it's that with the power of money, anything is possible. Even if you don't want it to be possible. So the movie begins with a random wolf chasing after a rabbit in Alaska. I'm sure this will tie into something amazing later down the line, so we'll come back to it later. So it's been about 2 months since the events of the last movie, and Adam has become quite comfortable with his new powers and the fact that he now lives with animals. Because again, to clarify, to save the environment, it's important that you invite animals to your environment. That was a great plot point in the last movie. But as for Bigfoot, it turns out he's actually no longer a secret and has become quite the celebrity. So much so, he's invited onto a talk show to explain his origins.
I was a research scientist studying genetic sequencing when one of my experiments went wrong.
Whoa, 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 wait a minute. What?
My DNA mutated and turned me into Bigfoot.
That's funny. I thought you were always like that. Yeah, you said that in the last movie.
No, I don't shave anything.
This is amazing. My hands and back are where it started. By the time I was 12, I was waxing my back every weekend with duct tape.
So which is it? Are you like an X-Men where you're like a mutant, or did you pull a Bruce Banner and just become a science experiment gone wrong? Also, how does that explain the magic? Yeah, remember that magic healing bullshit that Bigfoot has? How does science tie into that? And what about Adam? Yeah, how would he have these powers too if you gave yourself the powers by accident while you were working at that lab after he was born? How hard is it to give a character a backstory and actually stick with it? I know this is only one line of dialogue, but it already raises so many questions. 7 minutes in, and we've already found a massive plot hole. Wow! So because Adam's dad is Bigfoot, his life has changed completely, where now he's super popular and loved by everyone, mainly because his dad is famous. But Adam doesn't like the attention and tries his best to avoid everyone, so it's almost as if nothing's changed at all. The only thing that has changed is that Adam is now hanging out with that girl from the last movie. Well, that's cool, I guess, but does she actually do anything in this movie?
Hey, Emma.
Oh, she has a name now. That's a start. So she went from having 5 lines in the last movie to having 10 lines in this one. Progress! 2021 really is making things better.
What is that?
We had to plus size our ride when we added a grizzly bear to the family. Looks like I'm gonna be taking the bus forever.
Taking the bus? You're driving the bus.
So because he's famous now, Bigfoot is getting a ton of attention, like sponsorship deals, people want to make movies with him, and he's even got a video game.
Whoa, where'd that guy come from? Ah! Oh, this Bigfoot video game stinks.
Oh, come on now, that's a bit harsh. It's gotten updated since 2018. It is nowhere near as hard to kill him as it was before.
Oh, he stepped in the trap! He stepped in the trap! Kill him! Kill him! Kill Bigfoot! Yes! Yes! We got him! Catch Bigfoot! Catch him! Catch him! Hold on!
But, predictably and stupidly, Bigfoot refuses to sell out because I don't fucking know!
Take your junk and get out.
I don't know how these things happen.
can't stand that guy.
Did money, like, murder your parents in an alleyway or something? Like, really? Is there a reason why you want you and your family to be dead-ass broke? Look, I get it. I know what the movie's trying to say. You shouldn't sell out. Keep your integrity and stuff, and that's fine and all, but in context of this movie, Bigfoot is literally keeping his family broke. We talked about this in the first movie, how Bigfoot said no to a job that would have paid him for no reason. Actually, they tried to retcon that in this movie.
I went into hiding because I was being hunted by a pharmaceutical company. They wanted to lock me away and study my genetic mutation.
No, they were gonna pay you to keep doing what you were already doing to yourself.
Hairco found out about my experiments. At first, they tried to hire me. But when I declined...
Way to just forget that little detail, huh? I get what the movie's saying, and I'm not saying it's bad to say it, but in context of this movie, it just makes Bigfoot look both stupid and unlikable again. He could use that money to provide for his family, and considering it got a lot bigger since the last film, he's gonna need the damn money. If he wants to make the world a better place to live in, that's fine, but he still has to provide for his family too. Like I said in the first movie's review, he needs to grow up and stop being a deadbeat dad. Also, money's still great.
Take my money, take my keys, drop this job through the drive-thru, please.
And no, pointing this out and making a joke about it doesn't make it any better. Bigfoot still chooses to go to Alaska and help hippies rather than be there for his family. Again, it's almost as if nothing has ever changed. And for those of you who think I'm thinking about this a little too hard, you'd be surprised at how little things have changed at all in this movie. So Bigfoot goes to Alaska to help fight against Extract, an oil company that claims to be environmentally safe, but the hippies don't think so.
Nobody can get close.
They've got guards on the ground and drones blocking the airspace.
Nothing shady going on there.
Finally, your head's coming outside your arsehole. Now sit down, you fucking dick.
I mean, they did get permission from the US government, so it could be federal protection, I guess? But then that'd be using logic now, wouldn't it? Of course the fencing guards are a bad thing! So Bigfoot makes a video trying to rally support for the cause, but Adam notices a slight problem.
You can make a difference.
Not gonna make a difference with 14 views.
But it's Bigfoot, though. He's a celebrity now. Look, just because he refused to sell out doesn't mean the whole world's just gonna forget he exists. Alright, if Jack Black can have a YouTube channel receive over 1 million subscribers in a couple of days, Bigfoot should fucking dominate! So thanks to some quick editing from Adam, the word gets out and suddenly there's a bunch of hippies there. Also, what's going on here with the animation? Just... what the... What is this?
I want to assure all the protesters out there that extract oil has evolved with the times.
Clean oil? Huh, you've gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, because that doesn't exist at all. Extract makes a statement that their product is okay for the environment, but Bigfoot isn't so sure.
The Extract says their clean oil has 0 environmental footprint. If they say it enough, people are gonna start believing it.
Ugh, fake news, man. It's a new era.
He's in on it, isn't he? He's actually working for the evil CEO, and he's gonna end up being a twist villain. He wouldn't have made that reference if he wasn't. So Bigfoot breaks into the sealed off area, but as he reaches the other side, apparently something attacks him. It was the hippie, wasn't it? Like, you're not fooling me with this movie, okay? He's part of this plan that's probably really overly complicated and unnecessarily evil, isn't he?
Looks like Bigfoot was attacked by wolves.
Attacked by wolves? Well, that makes no sense. Dad can talk to animals. There's no way they'd attack him.
Adam's right. This makes no sense.
That's just impossible.
I mean, not really. I mean, look, just because Bigfoot can befriend a bear doesn't mean he'd be able to befriend a pack of wild, hungry wolves. I know he's lying and all, but come on, still. So when Adam and his mom hear about what happened, they decide to go to Alaska in order to find him. So it's basically the same plot as the first movies. I mean, really, think about that for a second. Bigfoot is in trouble because of some greedy corporate bad guy, and Adam has to go off and find him and save the day. Yeah, sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? But this time, the mom comes with him. That certainly changes things, right? Not really, because the moment they step foot in Alaska, not even 2 minutes later, she gets kidnapped again. Huh, Sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? Oh, and would you look at that? The hippie guy from before just happens to be waiting for them. Well, that is a surefire coinkydink, ain't it? You really think you're fooling me with this, don't you, movie? You actually believe I haven't seen through this yet. This is fucking ridiculous. And if you're gonna come at me with the it's a kids movie excuse, you can fuck off right now. Just because this movie's for kids doesn't mean it justifies this movie's laughably predictable writing. So Adam escapes the villains and ends up running into that wolf from the beginning of the movie. The wolf takes him to the other side where the oil factory is, and that's about it for him. I mean, sure, they run into that rabbit again, but he just runs away immediately, so... I'm sure it'll still tie to something really important later. So Adam sneaks into the facility and discovers that, and wouldn't you believe it, the CEO guy is actually an asshole. He wants to destroy the environment because fuck the environment, I want money. And yes, you are expected to take this guy dead fucking serious. So it turns out that Connor Mandrake... Did the writers play a game of D&D before they wrote the script? Oh my god. So it turns out Connor Mandrake comes from a line of oil tycoons and he wants to be the best of them all. So obviously this means he has to be a cartoony, one-dimensional asshole who serves only to be the bad guy because this movie has no idea how to be subtle with its environmental message and thus needs a bad guy to simply point the finger at, all because it's easier. I mean, whatever. This movie obviously doesn't want to fucking try. I mean, shit. It's not like people watch these movies for the story anyway. Ugh. So, you probably won't believe me when I tell you about this next part because it is beyond fucking stupid. I mean, you thought the hair guy was stupid? You thought he did stupid shit? This is some stupid shit. So, it turns out Connor wants to drop a huge bomb into the earth because apparently that will crack the bedrock and somehow unearth a crap ton of oil and make him filthy fucking rich. I mean, I don't think that would work, like, at all. I mean, look, I'm not an earth expert, I'm not a bomb expert or anything, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. At all. And again, the movie is taking this very seriously, alright? It's not a gag, it's not a parody, this isn't like Animaniacs where the guy is obviously fucking crazy and everybody knows it. No! This is the plan. And everyone's just kind of going along with it. This guy wants to bomb oil. How is this guy an oil tycoon? Oh my god. Oh, that's right, I forgot. It's better to be evil than use your fucking common sense. Because if the villain were to use common fucking sense, then the movie couldn't happen. That's right, I forgot that's how it worked. Then we couldn't sell our movie. We couldn't sell our movie. So, hey, you're probably wondering where the bear and raccoon is, right? Well, they got tranquilized while Adam was running away from the villains, so they're just kind of out of the story now. It's almost like the movie didn't even need them to be in the story at all, honestly. They could have stayed at home. So Adam recorded Connor talking about the bomb, but oh shit! The hippie guy was working for the evil CEO the whole time. Holy shit! I had no fucking idea! What a goddamn twist that was! Oh my god, no fucking way! And yes, his name is Arlo. They actually named him after the second worst Pixar movie. Thanks, I hate it!
You hippies are so trusting. It's pathetic. It's why we always bring you down from the inside, punk. I'm a hired gun. I go where the money is, and there's always money in big oil.
I want to make it very clear, money is all I care about. Hell, I'd fucking sleep with Amber Heard if it meant I got more money. That's how much I love money.
I'm a hired gun. I go where the money is, and there's always money in big oil.
You think I give a hoot about this high-tech clean energy? Not a chance. I'm an oil man. With this new extraction method, oil's about to get a lot more profitable. Oh, I'm sorry.
I just think it's hilarious how this movie wants you to believe that these guys are bad simply because they love money and that it's wrong, but at the same time, this movie exists solely because of money. If the first movie wasn't a success, this movie wouldn't even exist, period. I just think that's hilarious. And yet this movie has the balls to preach about greed and money and the environment and shit, and it's not even being subtle about it either. So Connor throws Adam down a well, and Adam, believing he won't make it, makes a video of what could be his last will.
This is Adam Harrison. I'm stuck underground with no signal. This phone has enough evidence on it to bring down Extract for good.
Dad, I'm sorry for getting mad at you for coming to Alaska. You were right. This place is worth saving. Emma, it turns out life is short. I wish I hadn't been too scared to tell you how I felt.
To be honest, I'm gonna miss you so much.
Wow. Wow. This actual wooden turtle would give a less wooden performance than that. You might die. You might never see your family again. You need to fucking act like it. This turtle, this wooden fucking turtle is less wooden than you are right now. But of course, Adam gets out of the jam and reunites with his parents. But when Connor sees that they're alive, he asks Arlo to stop them.
Arlo, get over here!
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Move over, pal.
Hey!
And I thought I was only gonna kill 30 whole families today. That's how evil I am. So the family is chased by Connor's drones, and I'll admit, it's a pretty decent chase scene. I actually do like the family's chemistry throughout the film, like how sassy they are with each other and stuff. I think it's kind of a refreshing take on the usual family dynamic.
It would be more amazing if you were ever here.
Oh, come on. Be supportive. Getting a little handsy there, Becky. Ooh, your muscles are so big. You're in such incredible shape. Blech.
What happened to being supportive, Mom?
Don't use my words against me.
Ugh, I wish Dad were here.
Well, thanks for the rinking endorsement. Glad I could help.
Sorry.
Okay, I was wrong. They definitely noticed us.
What gave it away, Mom?
Don't sass your mother.
If the movie was just about the family having Bigfoot as a father/husband and stuff like that, you know, no preachy environmental bullshit, no stupid villain to fight or anything like that, just trying to live life with Bigfoot in the family, I think it could be a decent film. It's just not. It's overly preachy, one-dimensional, and it's just riddled with environmental cliches. Like, seriously, how did this movie get greenlit again? Stop it! I made it, Chewie! So after all the drones are destroyed, Connor speeds up the timer on the bomb to 10 minutes. Why didn't you just have it at 10 minutes from the start? Or better yet, why didn't you just have a button that could just remotely detonate the bomb whenever you felt like? Oh, that's right, I forgot. You're missing your logic lobe! So Adam and his family make it out of the tunnel, but they get separated after falling into a river.
Mom! Dad!
Are you dead or what? I want to make sure I actually pretend to give a shit. So Adam decides to stop the bomb from blowing up and... What is this animation? It looks so freaking awkward. I think a time-lapse would look more realistic than this. So Adam makes it to the bomb and is able to disable it, but Connor wants to use a smaller bomb to detonate it instead. Because again, having the button would make this a hell of a lot easier. Logic lobe!
Arlo, can you handle that device?
Sure thing. I used one to blow up my old foster home when I was a kid. It works.
I also murder puppies, rape children, and since I believe that transgender people are faking it, I like to kidnap them, cut off their fake parts, put their fake parts in a jar right next to my dead mother's corpse, which I rape on occasion. Which I did before and after I murder her. That's how evil I am.
Jesus Christ.
So the villains go to detonate the bomb, but the bear and raccoon show up so they can actually have a purpose in the plot.
Lean back! I'll deal with him. Watch out! Oh!
Yeah, it's not like the villain can use an actual gun when they try to kill somebody. I mean, what are they trying to do? Kill somebody? So the second bomb is destroyed, and because Adam uploaded those videos, the world now knows about Connor's evil plans.
I uploaded the video of you talking about your plan to destroy Rocky Valley.
We'll say it's fake news, deny the whole thing.
Donald Trump will pardon me. I mean, it's not like they can impeach him twice or something. Oh, god damn it. Oh, there's the rabbit and wolf. Man, despite barely even being in this fucking movie, they're the ones who stopped the bad guy in the end after all. Wow, that really did tie into something important, didn't it? Oh yeah, there was also a moose in the movie, and given my past experiences with moose, I've chosen to ignore him. For some reason though, the moose sounds like Napoleon Dynamite with Down syndrome. Like, what?
Okay, you understand what that means? It means get off my land!
Cena, come and get your dinner, idiot! So the villains are arrested, Bigfoot returns home with his family, and Adam actually gains the courage to ask that girl out whose name I've already forgotten. You know, because she was so important to the film. Wait a minute. In the last movie, Adam learned to be more confident with who he was. But in this movie, Adam learned to be more confident with who he was. So basically, Adam just learned the same thing all over again. You know, I think that's the best way to describe this movie. One single word. Again. This movie thought by changing the circumstances, that somehow created a new story. But it didn't. I'm not even kidding when I say about 90% of this movie is basically the same stuff we've seen before. Evil corporate bad guy, sexy Bigfoot. Ham-fisted environmental message, sexy Bigfoot. Cute, lovable animal friends, sexy Bigfoot. You get it. Sexy Bigfoot. This isn't just a bad movie, it's also a bad sequel. It doesn't advance the story or the characters in any meaningful way. It's just the same old schlock that we've seen before. And this movie didn't even have the decency to have a good joke about murder in it. At least they knew that the latte joke was a dud and didn't bring that back. I'll give them that much. Seriously guys, it's not just bland and cliche as all hell, it's also stupid. Seriously, if your characters have to act illogically so that you actually have a story, then that's not good fucking writing. You want a villain in this kind of movie? Fine. Give them a logical reason to be a villain and then have them act logically according to such. Jesus. But once again, logic and smart writing was brushed to the side for a movie that cared more about its message rather than having a good story. But in a movie that existed solely for profit because of profit, the message is as hollow as it's ever been. It sucks, guys. If the first movie was a big flop, then this one is just a big piece of shit. Well, that was Son of Bigfoot 2, guys. I hope you guys were able to bear it with me. As for me, though, it was unbearable. Oh my god, fuck it. Okay, Jungle Book's next, guys, okay? Okay?